Hey, what's up, everybody? BDF 44 coming at you another video. All right, so just finished the rental application for the loft that I went to today, and just humored myself more or less because I know that when I look at that paperwork, I don't have half of them qualifications. So it was more so just about seeing the process through, sort of like everything else I've done these last couple of days. It's been pretty empty, but principle. If anything, you just want to see something through when you start it. Got an appointment, show up. You know what I mean? Got something that you have started, try to complete it, and so that's what I'm trying to do. But yeah, it's looking terrible for me because you just start realizing what it is that they're asking for. It's like, who's gonna rent to you? No one's gonna rent to you because you don't have the qualifications necessary. So it becomes a situation where I start wondering what's the path to a person like myself getting what they need. I don't really know. Now that I think about it, it's like, all right, I have a very unique circumstance. Very, very, very unique. I stopped working, and what I had was worth it when I stopped. But when it's lost value, I didn't go back to work. Simple as it gets. And so now that is established, it's like, okay, what does a person like me do? I didn't work because I had different anxieties and things of that nature. Okay, well, no one has me certified as anything in regards to my mental health, so I'm not technically disabled in any way. So it's like, who's going to rent to you when you're not working? Do I want to go back to work? Yeah, sure, I think I do. But, like, I had a very good reason for not, and it's not accounted for in my circumstances. And so it's just, I just feel like I got a bad break in life. Um, Honestly, because there's no way to justify what it is I just went through, and there's no way to fix it. Like there's no way to fix it, and I haven't talked to anybody at length for them to really know what I'm going through. I'm just kind of by myself in life, except for you guys. Everybody who's on my channel knows, but it's no one can really co-sign me. It's nobody close enough. Anybody that would otherwise be able to help me is on the other side of the country. So it's just becoming a situation where I realize um, I'm by myself and I don't have what I need, not even to do the smallest things that are necessary right now. And so it just becomes a situation where you just have to humble yourself to understand, okay, certain things have to go. Certain things I was hoping to keep probably won't be kept. Certain things I was hoping to be able to enjoy out of my life after this weekend. So it just is what it is. I'm not too worried about having to absorb that truth. It's more so about just the weighing down of everything that I have to do and just not being conditioned for it. Feeling real weak about it. All of the stuff, applying for stuff, knowing that I can't get those jobs or rather those apartments because I don't have a job. And it's just forcing me to kind of go back to work, but I don't have time to go to work because I got to find a place. So it's like, and then I'm trying to address my health, both my health and my mental health. It's like it's too much, and I'm running out of time. And Thursday is 2 days from now, and I got nothing done really that shows for anything. And so it's just one of those situations where you just try to remain positive. I don't believe that I can't get my way out of this. It's just hard to deal with in the moment, and there's no organization in regards to this situation. No one's giving me any ideas, so I'm just kind of stuck looking at the walls. And that's normally really good when I'm in my comfort zone, but when I have stresses to consider, that doesn't work. So that's kind of the place I'm stuck in. I just posted the art that I did yesterday. I decided not to do any today. Used my art time to fill out that application. For what? I don't think I'm going to be giving them $30 to apply something that I know doesn't qualify in like 4 or 5 different areas. So I just don't qualify for the spot. And I don't think I qualify for really anything without income. And that's what it really comes down to, is open-ended in regards to my situation. You would just have to trust that I'm going to get a job after you give me a place. That's not likely. It doesn't work. So that's kind of the situation I'm in, without plans of really doing anything, because I still am trying to work my way back into wanting to do so. And that's a very silly thing when you got fight or flight, but it isn't that silly when you've been dealing with it for 2 straight years. So I'm tired, and looking forward to the Lord bringing some type of solution to my situation that I don't see. And that's really it. You know what I mean? That's it. And congratulations to whoever's enjoying watching me fall, because it is definitely taking place as we speak. But at the same time, I'm primed for a big rise. I don't find myself wanting to quit or even slow down. It's just trying to grab. It's almost like trying to grab a railing. Like, where do I grab? What do I hold my hand on? And all I see is the clock ticking. You know what I mean? It's just like, here they come Thursday. Now you're gonna have to move, and they're gonna pull you out of here by whatever the fifth day would be. I don't know if they count weekends in regards to that. So it is what it is, man. And that's one of the things I have to find out. Is this just like the other days where they don't count weekends? And if so, that would allow me more time. But if they do count weekends, then I'm out of here by Wednesday by way of the sheriff. So I just don't know what to expect there. And so, yeah, I just don't know. People talk about hiring lawyers with what money? You know what I mean? It's just, yeah, it's just not there. So I think my best bet is to just continue to try to communicate with my family or what it is my circumstances, or begin to communicate with my family just where we're at. And hopefully they can give me some ideas or some money, because that's what's needed. You know what I mean? If not, then at least I can check that off as something that's not an option and move on into whatever my options are, because that's where we are at this point. So, you know what I mean? I don't question that I've had a fantastic couple of weeks since this has happened. As you guys know, I've been enjoying it, and today was no exception. It was one of the best days I've had in a long time. So, with that being said, I'm just poised for the Lord to continue to make it so that I'm having good days in the process of this stress. And each day I'm going to give you as much content as I can give you, you know what I mean? Without any question, that's going to be done regardless of where I'm at. So long as I can charge my phone and pay the bill, I'm going to be doing this. And, I'm humbled. I appreciate the humility and I appreciate the hard times, because they're making me stronger. And I just hope that it doesn't get unprecedentedly bad, as to which I would be somebody else and trying to get out of the situation. So it just is what it is, man. This is life. Sometimes you fight the good fight and you win. Other times you fight the good fight and you lose. And that's just what it is. I tried to fight the hedgies with my money, and they have more of it, obviously, since they're duplicating it over and over and over again to no end. So that's really what it is, man. As they once told us, go woke, go broke. They made sure of it. That's the God's honest truth. They made sure of that. So you got to give them what you give them in regards to credit. When people rig the stock market, they rig it for keeps, and they make sure they have everybody who's supposed to keep them in line in their back pocket to assure that people like myself don't have a chance to outstand them. Even though we have valiant bleeding hearts, they laugh at those bleeding hearts, and they laugh at them with their pocketbooks, because they have the leverage to do so. And that is the reality of the world we're in. And if you don't like it, I guess they're saying too bad to people like me who want to do something about it. So if you're okay with that, that's what it is. It's exactly what it is. So I chill. I've always been broke, so I ain't gonna pretend like it's gonna be a difficult thing getting through this circumstance as a person who doesn't have anything. I was born that way. I'm used to that. And to a point, I'm from a place where having money is a dream anyway. So even if we thought that something big was going to happen in that regard, still more than likely we were going to die without it, just off percentages. You know what I mean? You can't jump, can't shoot a jumper, don't want to sell drugs. You're kind of stuck in the 9 to 5. So that's really what it is. If you don't have any musical talent and stuff like that, hey man, just limited options, brother. Limited options. So the likelihood that I would actually get the success that I was looking for from this, not if you're looking at the average person in my situation. We just don't have those opportunities. So I was hoping that throughout my lifetime I could help lend myself to something that would be of substance, since this was the case. And I felt being an ape would do that. And to a point, I took the substance from my circumstance. I think I gave you a lot on this channel that would otherwise show you that. And this is what happens. A lot of times those who are freedom fighters have to fall on the sword. Those who believe in something greater than themselves have to often be swept away in order for the overall movement to succeed. Sometimes it's just casualties in war. And that's what this is. The apes will succeed. That's the reality of it. And I will know how much I contributed to it from my little corner of the earth. And it's a thankless job. It's a thankless job with a lot of adversity against it. And you know what I mean? The damage that we did was also unprecedented as well. And so I stand proud of my apes, all of us, for what we have accomplished, what we continue to accomplish. And I still hold what I have. Believe it or not, I still hold. They haven't shaken me all the way out of my position. Not yet. So that's what I'm saying, man. Keep the fight going. Any day's a possibility for the good things to happen. And as long as they haven't covered, they still owe you, simply put. But as for me and myself, they're trying to drive me into the ground. And you know, by the grace of God, I'm not down. So it is what it is. I enjoy my home today, and I trust my God. We'll see what He wants to do with me, man. Honestly, I'm not going to allow myself to be defeatist in this situation, because I've seen people get out of worse situations than this, and I've been through worse situations than this. So, you know, I don't particularly like the circumstance I'm in, but I also don't like the idea of being bitter because of it. Nah, I don't think that works. And so I just continue to be positive in regards to what it is I can control, and let the Lord continue to push me forward into whatever's next in my life. You know, a life where I've grown a privilege to enjoy so many nights where I had a place to stay, so many nights where I had safety and a good clean shower and all these different things that are very easy to take for granted when you have them without any question. But when they're at risk, you really appreciate them. And that's what I'm able to do right now. That's the beauty of my circumstance. I know my shower, that detachable shower I like using, I know it's coming to an end, so I get to appreciate it every moment. Laying in this bed, in this circumstance from which I'm comfortable, all of it, so much more sweet, because I know it's going away. And you got to take the good with that. There is something to be said for that, I suppose. So that's really where I am, man. I find myself aware that there are going to be some tough days ahead. You know, I'm aware that this could be something that doesn't make me feel a lot better about living. But at the same time, I know what I did was in God's name, so to speak. I did it with prayer in mind, with being obedient in mind, and you know, didn't hurt nobody trying to do it. Didn't step on anyone trying to do it. You know, that's what I can say. I was trying to actually contribute in a positive way to the best of my understanding, trying to contribute to something that would help others, not hurt us. And so I stand on that, knowing that I found myself in this situation because of what's good about me, not necessarily what's bad. So I can live with that. At any rate, whatever. You know what I mean? I don't think I have a right to even feel too much of anything other than that. If you're going to believe in God and you're going to trust in Him, you just got to let Him work. Maybe it looks like it's going to be bad today. Maybe it looks like it's going to be bad for a little while, but you really can't see what's around the corner. And because of it, I'm pretty optimistic that anything can happen. Most importantly, He can immobilize me into a way that allows for certain things to happen that I can be celebrate, that I can be happy about. So I'm poised for that. You know what I mean? That's what I'm poised for. Not necessarily thinking about what's wrong, but more so thinking about what could go right, and then seeing what I can do to make it happen. And so that's where my head is right now. That's why I turned on the camera right now, to give you that energy. It's possible, man. Even if things don't necessarily work out for myself, hey, you keep on being positive in your situation, you could have a totally different way of looking at it. You can have positive results. And so that's what I'm welcoming in all of our lives. Why not? Why can't things get a lot better? Because they suck right now? Please. I've seen things turn around for people every day. So why not me? Why not you? It's possible. So open up those doors. Say the right prayers to welcome good things into your life. You know where the good stuff comes from. You know where it goes back to. As we always say, we know that. So just continue to give Him the glory, and in the good times, take the positive with it. And when gooder times come around, they'll be even better, and you'll appreciate them even more. So that's what I have to say. You know what's really strange? The glare in this house right now. I'm used to my blinds being like that normally in the daytime, but now that I'm used to sunlight even more so after walking like this every day, the glare from those blinds being closed feel almost like it gives me a headache. It's the strangest thing. But it speaks to me being used to getting good fresh air and sunlight for a change, and that is a very good thing for me to be getting used to. So yeah. Oh man, I'm so tired, you guys. That's the thing. I'm tired. It's not even about physical fatigue per se. It's just when you are weighed down by stress and you have the skull that I have, it really, really drives you down. I don't even feel as depressed as I look. I'm just tired, man. It's the stress of the circumstance weighing upon my shoulders. And I absorb it because I've done a good job of avoiding it all my life, which is why it weighs so heavy on me now. It's because I don't allow for it to ever hit me at all. So it's to which most people would just deal with this type of stress as normal. I never, ever let stress in my circumference. It's what I've basically protected myself from all my 8 years of being here, more or less. And so it is an adjustment. You know what I mean? I don't envy anybody who feels this all day, every day. Tension, it's not good for you. But it's why I think a lot of people take the chances that they do for money. It's why people do all the stuff that they do for money, so they don't have to feel the way I'm feeling right now, or worse, the way others are feeling outside. And it is what it is. Either you're gonna do what you got to do to sell out so you can have a good life without tension, but then maybe a bad life in regards to what you deserve, or you can find a better way. It's hopefully what you do. So that's what I gotta say, man. I'm just hopeful that the Lord will give me the strength and the energy to do what he wants me to do, so he can send me on the path he wants me to go. Kind of take some of this conditioning I have for wanting to sleep during the daytime. Some of the times I want to stay in the house, stuff that I do that otherwise doesn't cater to him allowing good things into my life. I'm ready to let go of those things for sure. And just hopeful that he'll give me that energy soon, because I'm ready to feel that positive energy and that direction that only the Lord can provide. So that's what I'm welcoming into my life right now, and I ask that you guys also welcome that into your lives too. I think it'll make a difference, letting him in and letting him do whatever it is he wants to do, whether you're stressed out like me or in much better circumstances. Still let him in, because he knows what's coming around the corner and we don't. So that's what I gotta say, man. I'm going to fight sleep. I'm going to fight this headache. I'm going to fight this tension. I'm going to probably meditate and relax and let God guide me on what the next option may be, or what the next exception, whatever it is I have to accept, will be, because I'm open to that. Any breakaway energy necessary, so I don't need or want any of that stuff, is cool. I'm fine. So long as you make me equipped to let it go, I'll be ready for that. So that's it. That's what I got to say, you guys. BDF 44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.